Okay, I got Haru, maybe? Nope, that's meeting up. Maybe? She might be available. Okay, Futaba and Takemi will both rank up. Makoto and Haru will both rank up. Shinya will rank up. My, that's a lot! Let's get our point for Hifumi and get our special bond reading.
What shall we do?
Special bond.
Here we go.
And back in.
What shall we do?
And affinity. For Hifumi.
Here we go. What do you think?
Okay, so Shinya is probably the lowest level, I would guess. Rank 4, going to rank 5, gets us laced bullets. We also have everyone else, pretty much. Haru is lower than him at this point. Do I have an Empress? No. Do I have a tower? No. I have double faith. I just made you, which means you autosave, so let's go ahead and just delete you. So I suppose we're hanging out with Haru then.
Hey, inmate!
I should check out Futaba for a moment. I don't think she's going to rank 10 quite yet, but what is her rank 10? Yeah, going to rank 8. At 9, we get Emergency Shift, which honestly probably is not that useful to me. Just summon whatever the max level Empress is. That we have, obviously. Americana, Empress. It's Tanya. Actually, it's Kali, so sure.
Is this what a fee is required? Then accept this. You left. Are you finished?
I just want to make sure to stock up on some high-level personas.
It is time, inmate.
Actually, let's see. So we have you at rank 4 going to rank 5. So that requires at least 6 meetings and probably a Mementos lock. Makoto, what rank is Makoto? Like 7 or 8? You're 8, so that requires 2 more. And we already saw that Haru is rank 2 at the moment, so that requires 8 more. Like, obviously we can't get everyone by the time we hit the deadline for Sai's Palace, but I'm trying to figure out how close we can get. And honestly, if everything lines up, we're not that far off. Because we have 8, 2, 6, is 16. Taba's rank 7 it was, so that's another 3. Takemi is 1, so that's a 4th. So that's like 20 total days to get through everything. We have 17 until the end of the arc, which means that like at 15 we should go to the palace probably. Well, at 15 as in after 15 days when there are 2 remaining, we should probably go to the palace. Maybe at 3 days remaining just to be really safe about it. Anyway, Persona, Kali, Haru. And Nighttime's just looking handled in comparison. Taking to the roof. Vegetables should be ready tomorrow, I think.
My.
It's a secret.
The vegetables and the planters are doing well. I could show them to you if you'd like.
Hang out.
Thank you.
Oh, so take a look. Thank you, it really helps. Soil is quite a mysterious thing. Within its gentle care, even a tiny seed can awaken, spread its roots, and grow up toward the sun.
Seeds will do that without soil too, Haru. The soil provides, provides some scaffolding for the seed's roots to hold onto so that it can grow in the proper direction, and, provide nutrients so that it doesn't die when it exhausts its own internal reserves of energy.
It's almost like a mother. Perhaps that aspect is why I find this place so comforting.
To be honest,
You know, I only started taking care of these planters because one of my teachers asked me to. I was hesitant at first, but I liked it so much that I kept them long past the original request. I started mixing my own fertilizer, adjusting soil ratios. Now I raise these plants in complete secret. But, Ren-kun, I'm worried what the school might do if they found out about this.
It'll be okay, I promise.
You're so dependable. In that case, we can be partners in crime. Honestly, Ren-kun, I really enjoy the time we spend together. It's so different from how I feel when I'm around him. Oh, sorry, I meant my fiancé. That reminds me, though, I wanted to ask your advice about him. This whole arrangement began when my father first introduced us, around the winter of my second year in high school. I was told we were just meeting his friend for dinner, but then he said that friend was to be my fiancé. It was surprising, but I suppose I had always known I'd someday be married off for political gain. So I accepted, and that was the start of our relationship. Oh, but no relationship stuff happened, just to be clear. Anyway, I was never exactly fond of him to begin with, but now he's grown far worse. Recently, he's been suggesting that we go on an early honeymoon together to celebrate our coming marriage. I can't even stand to look at him, though, let alone spend any actual prolonged time together. So, what can I say to decline his offer?
I don't want to go with you.
Right. I suppose it would be best to simply be clear about it. As you know, my father passed away before he could fulfill his promise to rescind the marriage proposal.
I didn't realize that was a thing, actually. Did they actually say that? I feel like that's the first time this is coming up.
So, any conversation about putting a halt to the marriage will have to come from me. To tell the truth, I've already mentioned it to my fiancé. But he refuses to listen to a single word I have to say.
Haru, you are rich. Hire a lawyer.
Apparently, he's even been telling the employees at Okamura Foods about the contract he made with my father. How the company would have to pay extreme reparations if it got called off for any reason.
So about that selling off your stock thing from a link or two ago, what if you sold off your stock, then rescinded the marriage? You don't have to pay the reparations at that point, and you get a lot of money out of it. Like, she's too good-hearted, she cares too much about the employees to actually do that. That is a hell of an option, though.
I just don't know how to handle this. I can postpone while I'm still in high school, but after that?
I mean, I feel like you can just not show up, / refuse to sign anything, and that'll stop the marriage, I think. Well, if there's a contract in place, then you go back to the reparations stuff, I guess.
Thinking about it now, it seems my father's death has turned out to be quite favorable for my fiancé. After all, he's now engaged to the majority shareholder of a massive company. I suppose in the end, all he really cares about is his own personal gain. But that's not what a relationship is supposed to be built on. It should be something more. Something like a love so intense that just seeing the other person makes your chest tighten up.
I'm not so sure.
Have, have you ever experienced that?
Not yet.
I guess we're both in the same position then. But there's no spark like that with my fiancé. Spending time with him is almost like some kind of training.
Yes!
Still, any hardship I go through now will surely help the Phantom Thieves eventually. I'll get through this.
I can sense an earnest resolve from Haru. Follow up. Woo.
All right.
Oh, it's getting late. I should probably get back to my gardening. Well, I think I'll be staying here a little while longer.
Goodbye!
See you later! Sorry for the sudden call.
Did you get changed or something? What are you wearing?
Oh, that's like your school uniform with the coat over it, I think. You remember we talked about my fiancé? He won't stop asking me to spend the weekend with him.
Want me to punch him?
My excuse was that my friend was calling me, so here I am, away from him.
My response.
I've never done anything like that before. My heart was pounding. He's been getting more and more persistent. At this rate, I don't know how long I can play along. But hearing your voice calmed me down a bit. Thanks for listening to me. I'll let you go for now. See ya!
Ah, you're back.
God damn it! People are acting like we're the ones who killed him! I've even heard them say we are assassins hired to deal with psychotic breakdown victims.
That's obviously not what we're trying to do. This must be part of the plan to shift blame onto the Phantom Thieves. After all, the true culprit is the one killing the people on that ranking list.
Have there been multiple people on the list killed? This is unforgivable.
Indeed, I have no intentions of letting this slide. Man, this culprit guy really won't let up. I don't remember ever doing anything that makes someone hate us this much. He was my father as well. I cannot fathom what his motive may be. We will just have to capture and interrogate him. But before that, we need to change my sister's heart. That's our first step towards stopping him. I must agree, the true culprit will be caught. The true culprit will be caught, but before that we must deal with Saya-san. If ranking is being taken into consideration, perhaps I will be targeted too. Just kidding.
Are you?
Did you notice?
Sojiro's maxed, Yoshida's maxed. Oya will rank up, Chihiya's maxed. Well, makes that easy. Kawakami on armor duty. Wait, no, I have good armor now. Equip. Yeah, Serious Armor EX is like... I had Ghillie Vest before. I now have over 100... I have almost 130 extra defense, minus 1 evasion, and it went from Repel Physical Medium to Repel Magic High. So against magic attacks, aka 2/3 of the game, it's better than 330 defense. Yeah, I think I can afford to not put Kawakami on armor duty for a day or two. Persona, Belial, there you are.
Hey!
So, you won't believe how weird the chief's been acting. Sit down and I'll give you the details.
Hang out.
Lala-chan, I'm gonna borrow the seats in the back.
Now, take a seat.
This is not the seats in the back.
So, the chief reduced my quota, and he even apologized to me. He said he's been concerned for my health, which is actually kind of creepy now I think about it. Anyway, that's not all. He says he's letting me reopen the investigation to what happened to Kaio. He told me he wants to do everything I can to... He told me he wants me to do everything I can to pursue the truth. I think he was serious. I wonder what happened to make him change so suddenly.
He reflected on his actions.
What, just out of the blue?
That whole thing's too convenient. Seems a little fishy, you know? I mean, you asked for the chief's name the other day, right? Did I? Can't remember. I have Chihiya's buff, so there shouldn't be any points that I'm missing here. Why are you giving him such a hard time? Aren't you going to tell him the other good news? I know where Kaio is. That was part of the chief's apology to me. Apparently he did some investigating on his own. So he followed up on my journalist friend's source, and it turns out she really is alive after all. Thank God. This is incredible news. So, where is she? Mental hospital. That explains why she hasn't been able to contact me this whole time. I really want to go see her, but to be honest, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to know the truth. Not just about Kaio's current state, but about what happened to her that night, too. Once again, not how I would respond here, but sure, why not? That's not like you. I know. Honestly, I shouldn't be afraid to face the truth I've been chasing for so long, but I am. I won't let that stop me, though. I'll do this. I'm going to go see her. No matter what happens, I need to see this through to the end. Otherwise, I wouldn't be Ichiko Oya, journalist extraordinaire. I'm really glad I talked to you about this. I never would have made my mind up without your help. You know, you're way more than just some high school kid. You're almost like my guidance counselor. I can sense Oya's deep appreciation for me. Rank 8 with her.
All right.
Like, who do we have left in the evenings? Oya, Hifumi, Ui, Akechi, I think. It's all that comes to mind. And, like, Oya, Ui, Hifumi are all, like, rank 8 or something. Akechi is currently rank 7. I mean, that we could finish up our nighttime confidants by the time we go to Sai's palace if they all line up properly. Ah, by the way, everything with the chief worked out okay, but the higher-ups are still keeping an eye on me. So I'll need you to keep the juicy tidbits coming! I can't stop writing about the fan thieves now! I mean, now they're wanted murderers and public enemy #1. I feel like that transitions their beat from, like, pop culture feature to crime or something. Alright, let's see what we have for me today. I enthralled Oya with my stories about the Phantom Thieves. I feel like my charm did nothing.
Well then.
Can't wait for next time! Hi, you got to talk? Thanks for pushing me to go see Kaio. I'm a journalist. From now on, I'm always gonna chase the truth. Be careful. Yeah, I guess you can never be too careful. Nice, full of surprises! I'll come back with some awesome stories, so let's meet up again. Okay, I'm gonna hang up. Gotta pack for a big trip. So yeah,